Hi, so I've just gotten back from the gym, so I'm really sweaty and gross, but I wanted to show you really quickly what I'm going to make for my post-workout meal. I guess you could say this is my lunch today. But before I get into the ingredients of, by the way, it's an amazing banana smoothie. It tastes like ice cream. You're not even going to believe how good it is, and it's like almost feels wrong, but it's so right. Anyway, but before I get into exactly what goes into the smoothie, I wanted to explain a little bit more about the lifestyle that I didn't get to really get into yesterday. So first of all, it's completely 100% vegan. Of course, that means no animal products, no meat, no dairy, no eggs. It's completely 100% vegan, which obviously is healthier for you and healthier for the planet. With that being said, we are going to have, within this vegan lifestyle, about 80% carbohydrates. 80% of what we eat is going to be carbohydrates by calorie, by the way. And what I mean by carbohydrates, of course, I mean whole foods. Foods that are whole in their whole form, that haven't been taken apart, turned into pastas or breads or refined rices, nothing refined. So this is completely 100% whole food vegan lifestyle. So no processed foods. And that means that could include all vegetables. Don't forget, vegetables are carbohydrates. Fruit, of course, carbohydrates. And even a little bit of some cooked potatoes. We do some sweet potatoes. We might do a little bit of brown rice, but keeping it whole and keeping it healthy. Then the next most important part about the 80-10-10, which is really essentially what this is, it's sort of a combination between raw foods, 80-10-10, raw till 4. So you only want to have about 10% of what you eat be fat. And be really careful with this, because think about it for a second. We're talking about per calorie, or we're talking about really not volume. So say, imagine if you had a salad and you threw some almonds on top, and maybe about only 5% of the salad was going to be fat with the almonds, but look at the total amount of calories that are in that salad. Lettuce and vegetables don't have that many calories, so by throwing almonds on top, or even using olive oil or something, which olive oil is 100% fat, you're now going to increase the fat content to this one salad to probably higher, to about 70%. So it looks small, but really it isn't. So we'll get more into that as the videos go along, but I really want to get to this smoothie. But I really also wanted to make sure that you understood that this is vegan, 80% carbohydrates, 10% fat, and 10% protein. And there is fat and protein in all of the fruits and vegetables. It's very balanced, and you'll get enough with that. All right, so now let me show you how to do the smoothie. All right, so I've got my handy little Vitamix top here, and I have cracked open a Thai young coconut already. I'll show you in another video how to do that, but I just wanted to save some time. So we're going to use the water, pop that right in there. And then I have frozen some very ripe bananas. You want to get the ripest bananas you can find. Bananas with brown spots all over them are perfect, because they're going to be easier to digest, and they're going to blend nicely, and they're going to actually be sweeter. So I'm going to put 2 frozen bananas in there, and then I'm going to put 2 unfrozen bananas, room temperature bananas. Just kind of gives it a nice creamy consistency this way. All right, I just peeled that one for you. Woo! I'm going to throw some kale in here, but you really don't need to do that. I'm just sort of old school, so I'm still learning myself, so I'm going to throw some kale in there, and I'll show you how to get the leaf right off that kale, right there. And then the next part, dates. I have a handful of dates here, and I know this is crazy, it's so scary. Dates, they're so high in sugar, but you really do need those carbohydrates. So it feels illegal, but it's okay. So there's what I've done, actually, just to let you know, is I soaked them a little bit just to soften them up, because when they're not soaked and you put them in the Vitamix or in your blender, if they're not soft, then it takes longer for them to break down, and you really don't want to be blending too long, because it's going to put a lot of air into the smoothie. And the more air that's in the smoothie, the harder it is for your body to digest, especially if you're new to this lifestyle like I am, where it's just so different. So I want to kind of make it easier on my digestive system. All right, here we go. And that should be it, really. Green smoothie, yummy, delicious. And I'm going to drink it right out of here because look how much this is. It's amazing to me, but it's fine. You need the calories. You really need the calories. You need the carbohydrates to sustain you throughout the day. So good. So as I'm enjoying the smoothie, I actually wanted to share one additional piece with you. Notice that I did not use the meat. Now, there's nothing wrong with the meat. It's just that the meat is very high in fat. So I'm not going to put it in the smoothie with all those bananas. I'm going to close this and put a little saran wrap on it, plastic wrap on it, and maybe on a day where I haven't had very much fat at all, I might have this as a snack. Or if I don't, maybe I'll scrape it out and put it in the freezer and save it for something special. But that's going to be the hardest part for me because I love this meat. But for right now, we're really trying to keep the fat low. So I'm going to put that aside, and eventually I'll get used to tossing them. But I'm not there yet. I'm not ready. So anyway, I would love to hear how you like the smoothie. Tell me, leave some comments below. Let me know if you try this or if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. Or if anyone has any suggestions for me, I'm open to hearing them. So have a great day. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.